Right now, you are certain about at least one memory that never happened. Not exaggerated, not misremembered slightly, manufactured from nothing by your own brain. And you have no way, on your own, of knowing which one it is. Think of a memory from childhood you'd swear happened exactly as you remember it. A birthday, a conversation, the color of a room. Here's the uncomfortable part. The vividness of that memory tells you nothing about whether it's true. Most people believe memory works like a video recording. Store the event, play it back later. Wrong. Every time you recall something, you're reconstructing it, not replaying it. Most people also believe confident memories are accurate memories. Also wrong. Confidence and accuracy are barely related in the research. Here's what this video covers. First, the experiment that proved researchers could implant a childhood memory that never happened. Second, the biological mechanism that rewrites memories every time you remember them. Third, what this means when memory becomes evidence. In the 1990s, a psychologist named Elizabeth Loftus ran an experiment that changed how we understand memory forever. She gave participants 4 short childhood stories, supplied by their own family members. 3 were true. 1 was completely fabricated, getting lost in a shopping mall around age 5, crying, and being rescued by an elderly stranger. It never happened. Family members confirmed it. And yet, about 1 in 4 participants didn't just remember the fake event. They added details. What the mall smelled like. What they were wearing. How scared they felt. Some, told afterward that one story was invented, couldn't even guess which one. Loftus called this the misinformation effect. It became one of the most replicated findings in psychology. There's an even simpler version of this you can test in your own head right now. Researchers read people a list: bed, rest, awake, tired, dream, wake, snooze, blanket, doze, nap. Then ask, was the word sleep on the list? It wasn't, but most people are certain they heard it. Some described the exact voice inflection when it was said. Your brain manufactured a memory of hearing a word that was never spoken. Because it was such a strong associative fit, your brain filled the gap and labeled the fabrication as real. So your brain can invent an entire afternoon that never happened and a word that was never said. But here's the part that should actually concern you. It's not a glitch. It's your memory system working exactly as it was built to. Here is the mechanism. Every time you recall a memory, the neural circuit encoding it doesn't just replay. It becomes temporarily unstable and has to be restored. Neuroscientists call this reconsolidation. While unstable, for several hours, it is measurably vulnerable to change. New information, your mood, a conversation about the event, even a leading question, can get woven into the memory as it's resaved. This is why eyewitnesses interviewed multiple times or shown photos before a lineup often become more confident and less accurate with each retelling. Every act of remembering is quietly also an act of rewriting. There's a second mechanism at play: source monitoring. Your brain doesn't just store what happened. It has to separately tag where it came from. Did I see this? Did I imagine it? Did someone tell me? Did I read it? Did I dream it? That tagging system fails constantly. It's why you're sometimes not sure if you actually locked the door or just remember thinking about locking the door. Your brain correctly stored the concept and then attached the wrong tag. Combine an unreliable rewriting process with a tagging system that regularly mislabels its own files, and you get a memory system that is confident, detailed, emotional, and regularly wrong, which becomes a serious problem the moment memory is used as evidence. Eyewitness misidentification is the single largest contributing factor in wrongful convictions overturned by DNA evidence. Not lying witnesses, confident ones, people who were certain, who passed every polygraph, who never wavered on the stand, and who were still wrong, because their memory had been altered somewhere between the event and the testimony, often by the exact well-meaning process of being interviewed repeatedly by investigators. False confessions follow a similar pattern. In documented exoneration cases, a notable share of wrongfully convicted people had confessed to crimes they did not commit. Some, under prolonged interrogation, appear to have genuinely come to believe they did it. And it's not just courtrooms. A study following people's memories of a major historic event found something remarkable. Even flashbulb memories, the vivid, emotionally intense memories people are most certain about, had changed substantially within a year, while confidence in their accuracy stayed just as high. So if confidence doesn't prove a memory is real, what does? The research points to 3 specific checks. The 3C memory check. Confidence. Corroboration. Consistency. Confidence is the one to distrust most. A vivid, emotional, highly confident memory is not more likely to be accurate. If anything, high-confidence false memories are among the hardest to distinguish from real ones. Corroboration means checking the memory against something outside your own head. Another person who was there. A photo. A document. A text message. Consistency means comparing the same memory across multiple points in time. Real memories tend to stay structurally stable. Memories that drift, add new details, or change key facts over repeated tellings are the ones most likely reconstructed. None of this means you can't trust your memory day to day. It means the confidence you feel was never the right measure to begin with. That memory you thought of earlier, the one you'd swear happened exactly like that, you still don't know if it's real. Nobody fully does about their own memories. That's not a flaw specific to you. It's what a memory system built for flexibility, not accuracy, was always going to do. Which changes what I remember it clearly should actually mean to you from now on. Subscribe, because next week we go somewhere even stranger. What is actually happening inside your body in the seconds, minutes, and hours after you die? Because contrary to what you'd assume, your body doesn't just stop. Cells keep functioning long after your heart does. Some parts of you outlive you by hours. One small detail changes everything you thought you knew. Every week,